Hello, everybody. This is Mickey Lynn Larson-Olson, aka Q Patriot, January 6th, inmate 376303. And I'm not really sitting down for my one meal of the day. I am in the process of preparing it. So I did a different video of me cooking it, and I'll post that in a bit because I'm not smart enough to edit these things together. I admire all the creators out there, what they come up with, because I just don't have those kind of mad skills. So anyway, the other day I went to Market Street, which is my grocery store, and they have this chicken noodle soup that is phenomenal that they make at the store. And so whenever they have it, I always get some. But they were down to the nitty gritty. So I got a large one, but there wasn't a whole lot of noodles left, and there wasn't a whole lot of chicken. But I got it as a base. And so I decided I'm going to go ahead tonight and make I don't know. Which in my other video, you'll understand that I don't know became a running joke with my children. And so I would always ask them what they wanted for dinner, because 9 times out of 10, I had no idea what I was going to make for dinner. So I would pretty much, cook them what they wanted, within reason, because, most of the time I just didn't know what I was going to make. And so I would say, I don't know, what do you want? And they would sometimes, and a lot of times, they would say, I don't know. And I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know either. So one day I went to the store with kind of this idea that it was going to be sort of a beef stewish sort of dish with some Asian, flavorings to it. And so I went to the Market Street and went around the store just collecting all these things. And because I believe for me, it's all about the experimenting. That is my favorite part of cooking, is experimenting. And if you know what flavors go together, then, usually may end up with a really good dish, sometimes better than you could imagine. So anyway, so I go and I get all these items, and I go home and I'm cooking dinner, and my son Luke, that is now a nuclear mechanic in the Navy, and my daughter that is a nurse now. And anyway, they were just little then. And so they said, what's for dinner, Mom? And I said, I don't know. And they go, what do you mean? I said, I don't know. I just picked up a bunch of things in the store. I put them in the pan and I cooked them. So we'll see how it goes. Turned out delicious, and that became a thing. That became a running joke with me and my kids. And they're always different, so it never always tastes the same. That's most of my dishes don't always taste the same, other than my cookies. I don't stray very much away when it comes to those. I do everything very precise. But when I'm cooking, it kind of depends on what I have, and I just roll with it, what I'm feeling like. And so that's how it is today. If I have leftovers in the fridge, I don't want it to go bad. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw that in today. So I have some leftover ham I'm going to throw in. I'll look at, make sure it's still good. Taste a little bit, make sure it's still good. And throw that in there, because I think that'll work out well. And I'll put that base, that chicken noodle soup I got over at Market Street. And then I got some beef broth, some chicken broth. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so here's why I rented a car, because I haven't had a car for about 3 years since I towed my car when I missed a yield sign in DoorDash a few years ago. And so I really wanted to do my own shopping. I usually have DoorDash do it, and they're amazing. But I want to look at the ingredients. and sometimes they have them, but they don't have all the items in DoorDash. Like if you go into DoorDash, you're not going to see all the items that Market Street has to offer. Okay? So I went to Market Street, and I'm looking at all the broths, and I'm like, what is this crap in here? So I did find one, but it's expensive as hell. It is expensive to eat healthy. I don't care what anybody says. It is expensive to eat healthy. So anyway, I can't remember the brand. I'll tell you later when I do the video after my dinner. My I don't know is done. I'll let you know what that brand is. I don't remember. I'd never bought it before. It's expensive as hell. So if you buy the cheap crap, right? You buy the cheap crap, it's like $1, $2. But if you buy the good stuff, it's like $12. Okay? But we're all worth it. We are all worth the good stuff. Our bodies deserve the good stuff. Our families deserve us to be as healthy as possible. We deserve to be as healthy as possible. So I'm kind of just cooking dinner right now. And with that in mind, that it's just going to be a soup, I'm going to let it cook all day, maybe even 10 hours on low and slow. So it's not going to hurt you. If you put it in a crock pot, put all your ingredients on low, it's not going to hurt you. If you cook it longer, it's going to be just better, in my opinion. It'll just be better. So anyway, I realized I might need to get a smaller crock pot, because my crock pot is for my family and friends, and it's huge. Anyway, maybe I need to get a smaller one. But that's what I'm doing today. I still have a lot of yard work to do because of the trees that fell. And it's such a mess in my backyard. Oh, my goodness. But my kitchen is a mess, so it's like I need to clean my kitchen today. I need to get my kitchen cleaned up. So anyway, when you cook, my kitchen isn't for decoration, for everybody to just adore. So I am usually 9 times out of 10, if you see me, I am in my kitchen and making a disaster, but making delicious food, hopefully, for anybody that eats it. So, anyway, so I'm trying the chicken. I cook this chicken all the way through, by the way, and I normally don't. Normally I just sear it when I'm putting it in a soup. I'll just sear it and put it in the soup. If I sear it to keep the juices in. But this time I decided to cook it all the way through, partly because I'm going to go ahead and enjoy a piece of it right now, while I'm waiting for everything else and cleaning up my kitchen and my yard, because that'll work. So me cooking in the crock pot, once I get everything in the crock pot, I'll have 10 hours to deal with my kitchen and my backyard. So it really is a mess. So I went to DC, I came back, and like 2 big branches from my neighbor's yard fell in my yard, and then a bunch of branches from one of my trees fell in my backyard, and some fell in the front yard. It's just a mess. Anyway, so I used a chainsaw for the first time in my life, like yesterday or the day before. I got a teeny tiny one, a 6-inch one, just because I was like, it was so intimidated by it. I was so afraid by it, but I think I'm going to graduate and get me a bigger one now, because I'm not afraid. So we shouldn't be afraid. And I'm not afraid anymore. And they have so many safety things in place to make sure you cannot. It'd be really hard to hurt yourself, because it shuts off pretty automatically if you don't, if you're not using it. I don't know if correctly is the right word, but there's a lot of safety mechanisms in place. And the RYOBI, it's a 6-inch chainsaw. And it took me a little bit to get used to it, because I thought it wasn't working. But then you got to ask yourself, if something's not working, why would they put this out to the public? They'd lose so much damn money. So 9 times out of 10, if something you buy is not working, it's because of personal technical difficulties. And I'm finding out all the time it is a technical difficulty on my behalf. I have done something wrong. It is a bit annoying that everything you buy anymore, you almost have to put it together. I had to put together, I bought one of those old-timey lawnmowers because I don't have a car, so I didn't want to have to worry about if I need gas or anything like that. And plus, I buy a lot of neuropathy, so pulling the cords and stuff, was challenging for me. Anyway, my other lawnmower went kaput several weeks ago, a little while ago, actually, probably even longer than that. And I really just thought my grass would just get real long, right? Well, I didn't realize you're killing your grass. I learned that the hard way. Anyway, but I'm finally working on that. But I put the thing on the wrong way. I asked Google Chat. I was like, what have I done wrong here? And it let me know and was able to fix it. And so now it's working. But everything I read said it's not going to work on long grass. This, old-timey Scott's real lawnmower. So it's not going to work. It will, but it's going to take a long, long time. It's not like you can just run over it one time but I realized even with like the high dollar lawnmowers, if your grass is really tall, it will shut off automatically. If your grass is too tall, it won't go through it. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with right now. But anyway, so I decided I put so many seasonings. Now, my only purpose is for people to be aware of the ingredients that they're eating. And I cooked this in beef tallow today. My chicken, I cooked it in beef tallow. You'll want to make sure your chicken, whatever chicken it is, gets up to the temperature of 165. Try not to measure it too close to the bone because it'll measure hotter close to the bone. So don't do it too close to the bone if you have bone in your chicken. But I put lots of seasonings on. I just go to my cabinet and I just put a bunch of seasonings and herbs. So this has a bunch of herbs and a bunch of seasonings. Let me see if I can do a quick rundown best to my ability to remember. You should use whatever you want. Don't be afraid to stray from recipes and add the things you like. You don't need to be constrained by a recipe like everything's got to be so. No. All recipes are a jumping off point for me. I don't cook anything just as a recipe says. So just keep that in mind. So let me see what I put on here today. So first of all, I started with cooking it in beef tallow. And I get my beef tallow on Amazon. It's like South Chicago. A beef tallow comes in a black, the label's black and white, has a bull on it. It's the only one I use. It's expensive. That's, like I said, eating right is not cheap. So, but I put my basics, which I always use when I'm cooking stuff: salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I put some turmeric on here because turmeric's good for you. And it really just adds a bit of color. It doesn't so much. It's not going to change the flavor of it so much, but it's really good for you. And so I put some turmeric and paprika, again, that too. But that adds some flavor, but some coloring. And then my herbs, I put some rosemary, thyme, basil, oregano. Marjoram. That's the only ones I can think of at the moment. And I just like a sprinkle. I don't measure any of this crap. I don't do that. I just don't cook that way. So if you're looking for that, I don't do that. It's not how I cook. It's how I bake. It's not how I cook. I just, sprinkle on whatever. So anyway, and then I just cooked that up, kept kind of turning it a little bit. until it got up to 165 degrees. I have another piece of chicken that's going to be going in my soup. Probably I'll put two pieces of chicken in my soup and maybe eat one before. I'm going to eat now before I get out there, and I'll finish my kitchen first and then go do the yard work because I don't want to do the yard work. Anyway, so let's see if this is Yummalicious Yum Yum or yuck. Oh, I put some Kinders on lemon and pepper, and I put some Lowry's seasoning salt also. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, oh, well, let me show you. Not make a mess. I still gotta clean my tablecloth. So, but there's my chicken. It's not burnt. Those are just the herbs. It's not burnt. It's just the herbs are cooked. So, yeah. So let's see. It looks really nice and juicy. Yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah, it's all cooked. Like I said, 165 is the magic number for your chicken. Make sure it's cooked. See, look at it. It's all cooked, ready to go. It looks delicious. So let's see how it turned out. Yummalicious Yum Yum or blah. Oh my God. It's so good. That lemon pepper really added to it. Yeah, lemon pepper. Added a nice different flavor. But it works well with it. Oh, it's so yummalicious, yum yum, yummalicious, yum yum, toot toot, toot toot. Yeah, oh, it's amazing. So, just so you know, I usually pick it up and eat it. I don't usually cut my chicken with a fork. But, oh man, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's going to be amazing in my soup tonight. Lots of flavors. But yeah, I'm glad I took a chance with that lemon pepper from Kinder's. It had a nice little flavor. Different. Take chances. Experiment, and you will cook the most amazing things for yourself and for your family and friends. Again, this is Mickey Lynn Larson-Olson, aka Q Patriot, January 6th, inmate 376303, where we go one, we go all. The best is yet to come. Good night, y'all. God bless. It's Yummalicious Yum Yum time. Bye.